Hey folks, Chris McLean back with yet another episode of the show, and in the studio today, all the way from Belgium. It's nice and late for him, so I appreciate him making the effort to be here. Is Talal from TAS Digital, and they really specialize in their digital agency, and they specialize in helping e-commerce businesses scale through advertising strategies using Meta, Google, TikTok, email, and SMS marketing. They also work on the conversion rate, average lifetime, average order value, LTV side of Shopify stores. A lot of their clients tend to work with Shopify, so they also have expertise in growing and helping to create better conversions on the Shopify side of things. They have a fully in-house team for design, video editing, and all of the copywriting and everything that those types of businesses need to design their ads, do their email marketing, all that kind of good stuff. Talal, thanks for jumping on the show, mate. Particularly because it's so late for you.
Thank you for having me. But I'm pretty excited to share everything I have.
So let's start at the start. Give us the lowdown on TAS Digital. You've been at this a few years now. How did it come about? Did you used to work in agencies? How did this all come about for you?
Great. So my story is not too long. It's a bit short, but I'm gonna say it briefly. So I used to work, I would say, 4 or 5 years ago in the events industry. Most of my working years, and I discovered that I liked marketing a lot throughout my years because I used to work more in operations. So I decided to study marketing in Brussels. So I came here in Brussels for a scholarship. But while I'm studying, I always had this goal in mind to open my own business, to try my own, venture or journey. And then I started learning about e-commerce. First, I started learning about how people basically sell products online. So you had the Amazon. 5 years ago, Amazon FBA was really trending. Drop shipping was trending. So I started learning online, basically these ideas, and started actually. I was curious between Amazon and Shopify. Then I started actually with Shopify. Started building shops, uh, uh, drop shipping, but then I moved away from drop shipping because I didn't like actually the concept of it. Not all, but like some of it. So started actually working with other people to build brands through Shopify. So actually, it's not only about a shop; it's about how you market the brand or the product. So we started learning also about digital marketing, starting from Facebook ads, influencer marketing, and all of that. And actually, after some years of experience, I liked this basically advertising industry or field. So I started helping other people. I started helping other brands in advertising and influencer marketing. But then I moved more into the advertising part, which is basically PPC and social media advertising. And after a while, then I said to myself, it's time to build a team around it. So I started building a team. My team now is we are 12 people in the agency, starting from media buyers to copywriters, to designers, video editors, and some developers, website developers. And this is how it started actually. We've been doing this for around 3 years now, 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, well, that's a good story, a classic agency development story. You tried some stuff, you found another way, you started advertising, and you make a really critical, really interesting point that just having a Shopify store or just having an FBA business or just having the website up doesn't mean you have a business. You still need to, automatically people go, oh, look, there's another Shopify store. Let me go and shop at it. Particularly now, over the last couple of years, there's so many more e-commerce businesses and so many more Shopify businesses that you still need to advertise it, right? You need to get that traffic. You need to find people. Go and compel people to come and look at your shop and buy your products. So very, very important to have that traffic coming from places like Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. So out of all of the methods, what's your favorite at the moment? Are you obviously you do a bit of TikTok. Where do you seem to find the best results, or what do you enjoy the most? Is it Facebook? Is it the sort of Google ads? And this could be results based, or just what you enjoy the most, or what you're best at. Do you have a favorite, or do you really just you use what's most applicable to getting traffic to a particular site?
So this is what I realized throughout. Actually, you've seen also how this industry has changed throughout the years, and how actually brands are lately now basically struggling, right, with how to build a really the right funnel, how to have the best cost per acquisition, and all of that. And I've realized through time that before like years ago, it was easy just to post an ad, any ad, just a simple video or a simple picture, and get the right traffic with also easy targeting methods. However, nowadays it needs a lot of more, let's say, a lot of more understanding of how you would show actually the solution you have, and also the funnel strategy. So this is why I built a team, because I first of all, I needed the creative strategy. I needed ideas. I needed a quick way to create ideas uh, as an agency, and with the client. When we brainstorm ideas about how we can actually show the product, because it's not only a one way you can show the product. You can show the product with different ways, and then how to actually create this idea, put it in this system that can be created quickly, and test it out. This is why I have the team of design. This is one strategy that I found really well, because without a creative team, asking a client to do the creatives will, at the end, the client will be frustrated, right? Like, it will take a lot of time. And other than that, so the creative strategy is ready. Then how is the funnel going? And this is why I have the email marketing and SMS marketing team, and then the Google experts, that when we are bringing cold traffic to the website, how is the funnel actually functioning? Is there a good funnel that automations are functioning, retargeting in Google or in TikTok or in Facebook are functioning? Even when we are bringing cold audience from TikTok, which is cheap, is there other funnels like middle of the funnel or bottom of the funnels strategies through Facebook, Google, email? Is there a favorite? Still, I think Meta and Google are, let's say, one of the top. They're actually declining in terms of the traffic and the quality of the traffic and the targeting, but they're still, for us, we see best results with Meta and Google. However, email is pretty much, it's amazing. Email is doing really amazing. I would say the top one is email, but without traffic, email is nothing, right? So without actually paying the ad spend and putting this money to bring the traffic, email will actually, and SMS will, email and SMS will do nothing. So
interesting.
Yeah. So favorite, I don't know, man. My favorite still is Meta. TikTok is trending, which is nice and cheap. We try it a lot. We like it a lot. But in terms of purchase, I would say Meta. TikTok is cheap traffic. email has pretty good conversions if your customers are loyal and if you have good quality of customers. And Google, of course, it depends on the intent. It depends on the search volume and all of that.
Yeah. I think that was a brilliant answer. The fact that you're considering that entire funnel, I think that's I guess if there was a correct way to think about it, I think you've nailed it there. That each of those things is kind of independently is kind of useless if you've just got an email list sitting there, unless you're filling that email list from paid ads or from somewhere. You're getting some traffic source that's actually filling that email list of prospective buyers, people that are potentially getting interested in buying your product. If you're driving traffic, but then you're not retargeting, you're missing out on sales. If you've just got a Shopify store sitting there, you're not running traffic, the store's not going to do it for you. So the way you're thinking about that entire process of how do we get in front of people, then what are we doing with those people once we've actually captured them? If they don't buy, how do we follow them up? How do we nurture them? How do we follow through? Email, through SMS. So I like that way of thinking about that. So that marketing ecosystem and how that interplay between all those different components. I think that was an excellent answer, because I think that's essentially that is what works. When you say Facebook works or email works, they do, but they're kind of interdependent, right? You sort of need both aspects. You need that traffic coming in. You need good quality traffic coming in. You need to be converting as much of that as quickly as possible as you can. And then the stuff that isn't converting, how are you going to compel those people to convert at a later date? So that whole, as you sort of talked about, top, middle, bottom of funnel, what are you doing at all those different levels? Is that sort of that top, middle, bottom funnel approach? Is that kind of how you structure out your ecosystem for a client in terms of the activities?
Yeah, something like that. I don't name, like, for example, Facebook as top of the funnel, because we have the top, middle, and bottom of the funnel within the Facebook strategy. We have the same funnel within the Google. However, with email and SMS, I would call it more loyalty. Like they are talking about subscribers, but yeah, we have these strategies, but within the Facebook, TikTok, or Google, within these paid media strategies. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I guess the other aspect that we haven't really talked about yet, but is interesting to get into, is the shop itself.
Yeah.
So whether that's a website or a shop, if you're doing all this work and you're getting all this traffic and you're paying money to get these leads and you're sending them to something that's broken or that isn't converting as well as it could be, again, you're not optimizing that spend, right? You're sort of you could be in reality sort of wasting some of that money if you're sending it to something that's broken. Where if you've got a website that's converting at 3%, if you can optimize that shop and it starts converting at 5% or 10%, you're getting more, you're still paying the same money, right? But the thing that it's going to is much more optimized, and you're converting more of that traffic into sales and deals. So maybe talk to us about that sort of conversion rate optimization, bumping average order value, increasing lifetime value, that aspect. Do you really just focus on the Shopify aspect of that, or do you work across WooCommerce and websites as well when you're looking at that conversion rate piece?
So I think it doesn't matter what platform it is. When we understand more or less the conversion rate optimization, we can either optimize ourselves or give advice or consultation for the client. We know how to navigate through Shopify, so we can handle the stuff from our team. However, with WooCommerce and other platforms, we are not experts in that, so we help the client. But it's pretty important to optimize the shop in a way that we can increase, of course, like conversion rate optimization. Average order value is so important to try to increase that, because whatever we can increase with average order value it's like all these things go back to the ROAS, right? So when a client is spending, well, I don't know, 10,000 a month, but he's getting 20,000 from that. If we increase the average order value, if we increase a bit the conversion rate, then he would get, or the client would get 25 to 30, right? It would really affect the ROAS. So we like one of my best our best strategies in terms of increasing average order value is how we can do upsell and cross sell strategies within the website itself or within email and SMS. Uh, so how also we can do these strategies within plugins or within bundling products together, as well as when we bundle products, how do we show them? Can we actually we create a full campaign around the bundle, right? We create either a Facebook campaign or a Google or an email newsletter, right? An SMS campaign around these bundles. So I really go. I really like one of the my main, let's say, onboarding questions and requirements for the clients is, first of all, when I look at their website, of course we look at the basic stuff, which is the speed optimization. How is the website looks like, in terms of basic stuff. The navigation is easy or not. Also, we see only, I would say, through the mobile experience most of the time, not desktop experience. And then I would ask, like, how is your upselling, cross-selling strategies? Like, what are you doing to increase your average order value? Um, these, because I know these questions are important for us. When the client comes and asks for a good ROAS, these strategies help the client and help us make good ROAS.
Yeah, you're making more the same money is generating them more money by making, not by you spend more money to make more money. You can use the same, like I said, you're spending 10,000 to make 20,000. If you can improve, you can bump up the average order value from $50 to $100. Suddenly, every customer is worth $100, or it's worth double. So it's super interesting stuff. Do you find that clients are somewhat aware of how to bump average order value, or is it something that they don't really understand, upsell, downsell, cross sell, and how to implement that?
Most of them know, to be honest. Some of them are really smart. They know these strategies, and most of them they don't know. Or I would say most of them have an idea in their mind, but they either don't know how to execute that. They don't have the time to think about that. So when we go in, we try to, one of our, let's say, main purpose here is just to let the client not think about these strategies, and we think instead of the client to execute and implement these strategies, so we can actually at the end improve their return on investment. And some clients unfortunately do not know that because they are more into their product, right? Like we have some clients that are really deep into their product, their production, and how is actually the product is shown, and they are not aware of the marketing strategies that go to sell these products.
Yeah, it's very true. I mean, clients have businesses to run, right? And that's how we get workers as agencies, right? That's why we exist and why we get workers. It's a massive, as we were saying, it's a massively important aspect of any business is finding clients, converting clients, making sales. And particularly in e-commerce businesses, as you were saying there, the clients are focused on the packaging and the fulfillment and making a better product and getting it cheaper and getting new products manufactured and getting the entire logistics and the warehousing and getting stuff delivered. And there's a lot of other stuff that your clients are focused on. They're not sitting going, how do I increase my average order value? So it's where someone like yourself is important for that type of business, where you can step in and say, okay, we'll handle all of this stuff so that there's more people looking at and potentially buying your product. So it's an important point to understand what the client's actually going through, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And do you work with any particular type of Shopify store, high ticket, low ticket, any particular industries, or you'll take on anyone that's got a store that's looking to grow? Do you operate globally? You just focus on Europe? How does that sort of client mix look like for you?
So to be honest, we are not focused on one niche. So the niche for me is not an issue. However, we do not. For me to work with a client, we usually do not work with just a startup client. We mostly like to work with client that already have a website and a brand and social media presence since a while, and they already have a bit of the product market fit. They understand a bit their audience, their product, and how's it going with the market a little bit. And when we come in, we just basically improve on that, right? Or scale the market for them. We work globally. Like no matter the location. And actually, since I'm like also originally from Syria, so I speak Arabic as well.
Okay.
So I have clients in Dubai and in the Gulf that I work with, and we have also copywriters that speak Arabic. And so this is also one of our markets that we also help clients in Dubai and UAE to scale. Anyway, we work with anyone in the world. It doesn't matter, to be honest.
So if you're looking for established businesses that they're doing okay, they're established, they're operating, they know what they're doing, and then you're going to come in and sort of add that spark and ignite their business a bit and help them improve all those aspects by helping their conversion rates, by finding better traffic, generating more traffic, getting more leads, all that kind of good stuff. Makes a lot of sense. And good that you've got that dual language piece as well. So as you said, particularly in Dubai, UAE, having that Arabic knowledge and being able to write and present everything in Arabic, that opens up a whole other side of market that be really
it is exciting as well.
Fantastic. I lived in Dubai for 2 or 3 years, so I was in the UAE for 6 years. So understand how important it can be to have that Arabic language for that local market and open up a very distinct audience for you. Very cool stuff.
Usually they sell as well in the whole Gulf, right? They don't only depend in UAE. UAE is small compared to Saudi Arabia, to Kuwait, Qatar. So usually these brands are actually they are operated in the UAE, but they ship mostly in the Gulf and worldwide as well. But most of their focus is in the Gulf area.
The GCC markets are monster. A lot of good business out there. So good, definitely a good part of the world to tap into. Different way you can, and a lot of e-commerce is booming. That part of the world's booming. So sounds like you've got a good formula going there, and it sounds like you're doing all the right things. You've got the right focus and been able to help people both drive traffic, convert that traffic, and then retarget that traffic to optimize the money that they're spending. Super important and super helpful for the types of people that you're working with. So if people if they happen to be in Dubai or anywhere in the world, they're running a Shopify store, they're well established, they want to get in touch with you, where are some of the best places for them to come and connect with you?
So actually, I have my LinkedIn profile is perfect. They can get in touch with me there through the email through the website as well. Actually, we are a bit tweaking the website. we are like having this. I'm creating different pages to show our designs because our designs are really important. So I really need to show how we are creating these designs. So we are tweaking a little bit on the website, but it's live. So LinkedIn website and Instagram as well. It's okay.
Awesome. Yeah, websites are always a work in progress for marketing agencies.
Yeah.
It's never set and forget. You're always tweaking and updating and doing new stuff on them. So totally understand that. So I'll link all of those links in the show notes so people can click those and come and get connected with you. Thank you so much for your knowledge and expertise. Really good to chat, and particularly for staying up super late. I realize it's almost tomorrow for you now. Must be past midnight for you where you are. So always appreciate people staying up late to jump on the show. So thanks for that.
Welcome. It was great really talking to you, and thank you for the invitation.
My pleasure. Good to connect with you. Loved hearing your story, and thanks for sharing that with everyone else who's been listening. I'm sure there's a lot of really good takeaways for people who've been listening to the show today. So thank you for dropping by.
Thank you.
Thanks, Talal. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Cheers. Have a good one.
Yes. Bye.